I love stuff like that. I did. I was at a gig the other night and I said, have we got any ugly people in? And this woman went, I resent that. And I thought, isn't that a great heckle? I hadn't said out. Have we actually got any ugly people in the field? You see, that's the sort of gigs I like, when people run up and point at each other. There's lots of people pointing at you. Because someone asked me to tell this story and I hadn't meant to, but I've started now, so I'll finish. There is a town in Essex called Ugley, U-G-L-E-Y, and the Women's Institute in the town of Ugley, 20 years ago they changed their name from the Ugley Women's Institute to the Women's Institute Ugly Branch, and I thought that was funnier than that, but never mind. And we have, I'm pleased to say, we've got Hobgoblin music somewhere over there. Last time I was down in the place by Gatwick, Crawley, which is the home of the original Hobgoblin music. I phoned up Hobgoblin music to see if they had this particular guitar I wanted, and it cheered me up because the guy answered the phone and he went, Crawley Hobgoblin, and it was like, spooky. Talking of Women's Institutes, I did a gig a couple of years ago in Exeter. Anyone from Exeter? In the Phoenix Arts Centre. And this woman came up at half-time to buy my CD. Yeah, she bought it, so I'm sold out. No, she came up, she said, you know the thing you did about the Women's Institute and Ugley and that? And I said, yes. She said, you're never going to believe this, but I'm in the Women's Institute and I come from Kent. And I said, right. She said, no, you don't understand. I'm from a town in Kent called Luce. I said, get lost, the Loose Women's Institute. She said, no, we call it the Women's Institute for Loose Women. So there you go. And if you're ever driving from London to Cambridge on the M11, if you're halfway up, have a look on the left, you'll see the town of Ugley. Cubs on her, Ugley, and then there's a little village called Ugley Green, and about 5 miles up on the other side, there's a town called Nasty on the other side. And this is absolutely comes on a dib-dib-dob too. I've got some friends in and around Ugley who sent me this newspaper cutting and it says, Nasty man marries ugly green woman. Okay, I'll do this one, I'll do it. No, listen, no. If you're going to clap, don't make it sound like sympathy, alright? That's... this is a request. This is a song from... I've got a new album since last time I was here, because last time I was in America. Well done, I'd forgotten about that. I'll tell you what, this happened in America. I was in this... I was in Fort Lauderdale. And I was staying at this... No, shut up! I was in this hotel, and normally I love people from that country, but there was this guy behind. He was just a bit snidey. This US person. The guy. Oh, shut up! The guy behind the sort of concierge or whatever he was, bellhop person. And I went in, and it was. I know it's very British and stuff, but it was fantastic weather. And I said, "Whoa, you've got another fantastic day here, haven't you?" And he went, "Do I look like a weatherman?" And I was a bit taken aback, to be honest. And I said, Keith Donnelly, I'm staying over for a couple of nights. And he went, have you got a reservation? And I said, do I look like Pocahontas? And I just thought... Story. But listen, since... last time I was here was 2 years ago. And a couple of weeks after I was here, September the 11th happened, and my sister was due to be in New York City on September the 11th, and so, I mean, like everyone else, I was mightily affected by the events, and I wrote this as a poem, really, with several stanzas, but it's a song which is on my new album, which is over, and we haven't done the Crockery Point yet. It's at the Blooming Ada stall. Can you all, when I say, like, everyone point at the Blooming Ada stall, where I'll be, that's fantastic. Not at the Crawley Hobgoblin stall, and not at the sound mixer desk, and not at those people's bollocks, but at the Blooming Ada stall. And I'll, after my third encore, I'll go over there to sign some stuff on it. So this is, This is for my sister and, well, it's for everyone really. There were two tall trees and a child I was, so small where they were so high, and I laid my hands out across their roots, and I touched both the earth and the sky, and the birds in their branches, and the two tall trees, and the child down below, that was me. Knew nothing at all of freedom then. We were too busy being free. But one day I came and the trees were gone. There were two tall holes in the sky, and the ground was strewn with their branches and leaves, and I looked to my roots and I cried, and sad for the axemen I walked away, for whatever their reasons, you see. My world now held only empty skies, where once there were two tall trees. But now time has passed and it's old I am, and again I wanted to see the two tall holes in the empty skies, and the place where the trees used to be. Now I'm not talking miracles, just Mother Nature. She carries on singing her song. Oh, when I looked, there were two small trees, but they'll be tall before too long. Yes, oh, when I looked, there were two small trees, but they'll be tall before too long. Thank you very, very much. Two tall trees. And there's more stuff like that on the album. There's no messing about on the album. Well, there's a bit of messing about, but not so much.